Welcome and welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. To those that might be new, we are the Light Renegades. We are a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the stratospheres that are ever expanding. We are disclosing cosmic secrets and hopefully bringing forward information that's allowing for you to step ever more in your sovereignty and in your power. That being said, if you are here for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. You can head over to the playlist to find out a little bit more about myself, Starr. There is a playlist titled Starr where you can see, my expression of myself here, how I've grown in this space, how I've come to be, finding myself channeling understandings over here with the Light Renegades. And you can find other expressions of just what the Light Renegades are about. There is some channelings brought forward by myself from the GA, which is our fractal of the Galactic Federation of Light that once was, and there's also channelings from my Pleiadian Star sister and fellow Light Renegade, Anna Maria, who has been channeling the Pleiadian High Council and expressions of self and soul that are ever stepping forward and giving you understandings that will help you traverse where you find yourself in your life and your expression. There is also some meditations, and you might find yourself here and not entirely sure why, but I would say that there is plenty of diverse expressions being brought forward through us. I've been seeding in understandings of more taboo and shadow aspects through the Darkness series, getting to know the darkness, and through channeling Aleister Crowley, and there are some expressions that have been brought forward from celebrity culture and mass media as well. You can go and find those, and if anything resonates to you, please do not hesitate to embark on those journeys of expression. But there is a massive trigger warning over all of the content over on the Light Renegades because we do deal with some quite extreme understandings. So it's about you taking a step back and understanding where you are in your journey and making sure that you are coming at all of this from a very heart-centric space, but making sure that you're looking after your mental mind, your physical body alongside all of this, and your emotions in there as well, everyone. But that being said, thank you for joining us, and I'm going to explain a little bit of where I find myself in this present given moment. So I had quite a weekend, everyone. The Lyran being stepped forward in a massive way to myself, and I wasn't expecting this energy, although now looking back I realized that I should have. And at the beginning of summer I took part in a psilocybin journey. It was quite a light journey, and all I saw in that space was just a white lioness, and I felt completely connected to this being, and somewhere I knew that this being was myself, but not a self that I was embodying right now. So I tried to not think too much about it. I just experienced the understanding, and I guess it just it just disappeared. It faded into the background, but it was always there. And the Lyran beings have stepped forward time and time again with regards to the 888 portals and the Lionsgate portal that steps forward, but it hasn't been an understanding where I felt like at one with these beings. So the Lyran beings stepped forward to me this weekend, and it was such a rush of energy. They took me through a whole energetic upgrade and understanding, and really allowed for me to sink into their energies and to embody this Lyran essence. And I thought, okay, this is something that I've been waiting for on my path for some time. So this is confirmation to some that have been asking for a deeper understanding. Perhaps it's the Lyrans that you're going to be connecting with at a deeper capacity. And I wanted to explain, how this energy stepped forward towards me, and I just felt this rush of energy, and then I felt these massive teeth. I'm a being that very much feels through their physical vessel. So I just felt these massive teeth in my mouth, like I couldn't close my mouth because I had a jaw as big as a lion. So I felt these massive teeth in my mouth, on my face, and then I could just feel all of this fire, and I thought, oh wow, okay, it's the Lyran beings. And then I just saw a bright blue light in my mind's eye, and then the Lyran being said, we want to be working on your energy. So I took some time, they integrated that energy within mine. So I do see this kind of real teal, bright blue light that is always stepping forward with the Lyran beings as well. So that's just an expression of how I receive that energy. If that resonates for you, there's your confirmation too. But however you receive these beings is entirely your own personal expression within the space. There is no one right way to channel, to understand, to receive energy. So I'm looking forward to bringing the Lyran beings at the end of this pre-channeled message that I'm going to read for you all, because they want you to be aligning with their frequency at a deeper capacity. And please bear with me today, everyone, because there is a lot of energy coursing through me, and there's a lot of energy being brought forward by the Lyrans that I think we are ready to step into. But I think it's a higher vibration that we've perhaps ever experienced before, some of us here, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. But please go easy in this space. Please do take some time to be looking after yourself, and please do drink a lot of water after receiving this transmission. But I'm going to go ahead and read yesterday's channeling from the Lyrans, which was titled Thank You. And they started with, Dear Light Ones, we thank you for witnessing our transmission today. For many you have heard our calling, we have been calling you home. So many of you have been fighting fights from previous lives in your present time. This was a notion that so many of you knew in soul, yet somewhere still confused. Still a task that left your heart in great wounding. So many situations confusing to you on your path when all you felt like you were seeking was the light. You kept being met with challenges, with hate, with fear, with lack from others time and time again. Each time you decided to step forward, you really felt like you were taking many steps back. We commend you for your efforts, for all that you have overcome thus far. We wish to make you aware that for some, your missions are not over yet. You are in the middle of your awakening. For others, here is your confirmation that your time of fighting is over. You can put down your weapons, your talons, your fierce and combative nature. If you've been feeling the calling to slow down, to resist that which makes you feel anger, pain, confrontation, please know that you are doing the right thing by stepping away from anything that makes you feel like you have to fight for it. This is not your weight to carry any longer. The time has come for you to take care of yourself, your heart's desires. So many of you have been fighting your whole lives to get to this exact moment. So trust. It is your time for more ease, a slower pace of life for some, not all. You thrive in the busy, but this is the kind of busy that is full of joy, full of exploration and full of connection with others. For some, this busy is for the love of soul's expanse, so trust where you are being led. And they had some questions to pose forward. What is it that your soul requires now to feel whole? What is it your soul requires now to feel whole? What is it your soul requires now to feel nurtured? What is it your soul requires now to feel nurtured? What is it that soul requires now to confirm to oneself that the time of fighting is over? What is it that soul requires now to confirm to oneself that the time of fighting is over? I'm going to say that last one again. What is it that soul requires now to confirm to oneself that the time of fighting is over? There will be challenges on the path, still be challenges on the path, make no mistake, but many here have lived many previous lives, and this is the final closing of timelines worth of work. If this is true to you, there is no doubt in our minds that you've already begun to shed some tears in receiving this transmission, because soul is ready to shine. Soul is ready to take a huge step forward and now begin to lead from a heart-centered space. For some, this message will need some time to sink in and resonate. You have been reliving the Orion Wars and the devastation that hit Lyra that hit Lyra some time ago. You've been freeing your soul, and it is now time for peace above all else. We wish to attune you to our frequency so that many will feel this coming home. We wish to attune you to our frequency so that many of you here will feel like this is a coming home. I'm really sorry, there's so much energy going on, you're going to have to bear with. So this is a coming home like never before, as this has been the part of your soul that you have been seeking. That you know where you have been, you can start to think what is possible. For now, you get to decide where you go next. This is about understanding that which once felt so far away is in fact right around the corner. And I'm going to let the Lyrans in because the energy is just completely taken over my body already. So apologies in that fragmented channeling, everyone. But I'm going to let the Lyrans in so they can align you to their frequency. And I will discuss a little bit more at the end, I think, unless the Lyrans bring it up themselves, just exactly what has been going on. So please bear with me as I bring in the Lyrans. Thank you, seekers of light. We wish to align you with our energies today so that you can step forward lighter of foot. It is now time to put your weapons down. For some, you have been seeding in this notion lifetime after lifetime. You are ready to put the weapons down so that you can step forward in love and unity of self and with those around you above all else. There has been much you've been needing to understand at a soul-centered space, but you have learnt those lessons, and it is now time to stop fighting. For some, you are in the middle of your journey, so this message is not for you, and we apologize. But please know that wherever you are being led, you're being led from a soul-centered space so that you can learn the lessons to enable you to set yourself free at a deeper capacity moving forward. We wish for you to understand that you came here for very specific reasons, and each soul is stepping forward in their sovereignty at a deeper capacity every day. Every day that you choose to live for you, every day that you choose to understand where your soul is needing to be nourished, now is a time for self-care. Now is a time for looking after self and soul. This is about soothing oneself in the present given moment and allowing for yourself to understand just exactly what soul needs in its true entirety of expression. Now is not the time to be holding too tightly to anything. Allow energies and understandings to come through you, flow through you. We will be bringing forward many understandings for some to help you understand your path and where you've been thus far in your journey, the previous lives lived. But for so many, you are putting the weight of the wars down. You do not have to fight any longer. There has been much happening behind the scenes, and understandings have been closing at a rapid rate. Some of you have been feeling this at a cellular level. You've been feeling the timelines confusions. You've been feeling the understandings of being at war, even when you feel like you are just living a normal life, so to speak. So many of you have been attached to many darker understandings and expressions of living out tragedy within your lifetimes, and you've been feeling this in your present given time. Understanding that there was not much that you could do in your expression to change anything. You've just been reliving expressions so that you could understand those messages again, those soul-centered expressions again, so that you could understand those perceived perhaps mistakes somewhere, so that you could learn those lessons and move forward lighter in heart. The time is over of fighting. For many of you here, please heed this calling and this message. This is a coming home. This is a welcome home to you, to soul, and to your most cosmic alignment yet. Please take the time to close down your eyes now and receive our understanding, our expression, and our frequency. We wish for you to open up your hearts to us. We wish for you to remain understanding in your expression of soul, and for you to be aligning with, I do not wish to fight any longer. It is time for me to put my personal weapons down, my personal grievances down. I ask for the expression of cosmic energy to lead, universal energy to guide me forward on my path and in my journey, in the highest vibration of myself and my soul stepping forward. This is what you are going to seed moving forward in your expression in your life. This is what you are going to seed in your expression moving forward to others. You're going to be given tasks and notions that you can share with others so that they can step forward lighter in heart also. So many of you here activated so that you can spread this message to those around you and your smaller understandings of life. And we say smaller because there might be a very small community that you are working with. This might be your family. This might be just one singular friend that you know is ready for this path. Trust that you are being led to support them in the ways that are going to be beneficial to you both. Trust where you are being led. Trust in those connections that are stepping forward to you now because they are here for purpose and they're here to show you love. This means that some expressions might feel painful at first. They might still be confusing as you both understand that you are stepping forward from a more heart-centric space. For many, you have stepped away from so many, and this has caused you great pain. But you must understand that you had to do this and to enable you to be able to be brought forward in your deepest expression right now. It was time to let go of some understandings, of some relationships, so that they too could find their own personal path of sovereignty and power. You did nothing wrong. This was always part of the path. And we thank you all for seeding our calling and hearing this message of coming home. For some, this is going to be quite an emotional expression moving forward with us and your energy because you've been seeking this understanding for some time. Please know that we love you and support you in everything that you are doing moving forward from this moment in time. We've been watching behind the scenes. We have still been supporting behind the scenes, but perhaps we just weren't a name that you had resonated with up until this moment of expression. Please know that we see you, we hold you in arms, and we are very excited to be working with all of you at a deeper capacity moving forward if you so choose it. There's always this aspect of free will that steps forward in these spaces, so it is up to you to decide to say, we wish to be working with the Lyrans moving forward. Please sit with this energy and understanding and see if our frequency is for you. We may not be for you, and that is okay. There'll be another team stepping forward to support you in your spaces. Please know that you are always supported by all teams of light at all times, and it is up to you who you work with at a more deeper capacity, at a more personal capacity. It is about what feels best to you in heart. But that is all we shall leave you with today, dear souls. And we thank you for stepping forward and for living the life that you have thus far. So many, it has been so challenging. And we are sorry, but it's been about you understanding soul at a deeper expression. Please know that it will be lighter from now on, and we love you immensely. And I was absolutely bowled over by emotion bringing this expression forward yesterday, and it's been quite an emotional space for me to be sitting in with the Lyrans again, because I realize that I've been in so many wars, it's untrue, and my life has felt like an uphill battle from the get-go, and I'm very, very, very grateful to be coming into a space of understanding that everything is going to feel easier, everything is going to be lighter, and I can put my weapons down too. This is an expression that was brought forward to me over the past couple of weeks is that, I will not be fighting behind the scenes anymore in certain expressions. And, I was incredibly grateful for that. I felt like I was ready to be doing that and to be putting down that expression. So that's your confirmation too. No matter where you think you have come from, no matter what you thought your life path might be, maybe it's something different. Maybe it's a lot lighter than you thought it was going to be. And please hear this message and accept that in for self, because it's going to be about you accepting in soul a deeper capacity and trusting that you deserve to have an easeful life, that you deserve to have a lighter life than you've been expressing up until this point. So take some time to sit with the Lyrans, ask for them to come in your personal spaces with you. They will assist you. But I think that this is going to be quite an emotional release for some. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you would like to be working with me at a deeper capacity with the Lyrans in that space, if that feels aligned for you. But please know that they're always with you and they're always supporting you. Whether you can hear them or not, they will show you signs that they have been with you and around you for a lot of your life. It's so funny to me because now that I look back, I can see all the expressions where lines are very relevant to myself and my experience, and specifically in the past couple of weeks it's just been absolutely line everything at every single given turn. And even this cat behind me was painted many years ago, so it's been there for a very long time of my life, and I'm ever grateful for them stepping forward and to be seeding in this notion of peace and ease for so many. And my heart goes out to you if you're in the middle of your expression and you are still seeding in that notion of fighting in these wars within self, within expression. And we are here to support that too. We've lived through so much. All of us souls are here, and I commend you in your efforts. I'm so appreciative for every soul that is here, because I know how much you've all had to fight to be in your spaces and to fight for your survival, it feels like. But we are stepping forward in our freedom and our sovereignty at a much deeper capacity, and I'm starting to feel that lighter in step, and I'm grateful for that. So this is your confirmation. It's time to put it down if you can, and keep going wherever you find yourself. You're being led so that it can support you in your future spaces, whether it's this lifetime or the next. But you are always being guided by your soul to the best expressions for you in any given moment. But for some, this is about saying, I deserve peace, and I'm going to take it for self. So heed this calling, heed this message, heed this coming home, and allow for yourself to sink into that truth, because you do deserve it. This is about understanding how much you do deserve love in its deepest capacity. But that's all for myself and the Lyrans today. I very much look forward to what they have to share moving forward. Please go back and seed out those expressions of the questions that were brought forward. I'm going to read them again. What is it that soul requires now to feel whole? What is it the soul requires now to feel nurtured? What is it the soul requires now to confirm to oneself that the time of fighting is over? Heed those messages, and please, do answer those questions for self in the time that feels right for you. There is no pressure here. There is no pressure within self, but for those that have been fighting for the longest time, it's time to put that weight down. It's no longer yours to carry. But that's all for myself and the Lyrans today, and I'll be back real soon, but take care for now.